to overcome all objections. Give me strength to forgive those who've done me wrong. When you can do that and walk boldly in the face of life, then you can understand this prayer. Now it goes on to say, and lead us not into temptation. See, now, if you hold unforgiveness, then temptation will come for bad things to happen to you. But you say, God, lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from evil. See, this world is full of evil. A lot of things are happening in this world, and people want to blame it on God, but there's an evilness that's here. There's a Satan that's here that is causing all of this trouble. So a lot of times I preach, I say, don't blame God, blame the devil. I said, there's a devil for real. As sure as there are heaven and hell, there's a devil out here. Well, you can't see him. Well, you can't see God either, but God is real. Amen? Oh, yes, he is. So you say, God, deliver us from evil. And I pray that prayer. When I'm on the road traveling, I say, God, deliver me from evil. I took a trip this summer with the family. And we was traveling on the highway. And I was pulling my trailer. And a bunch of kids ran out in front. And God, I said, oh, Lord. I just held it straight and I just went slowly, tried to hold the brake. I said, God, just stop them. Because even if the car would have stopped, the kids, if they'd have came out, they'd have been hit. So I needed help on the other end. I said, God, help. So them angels must have reached out and stopped some of those kids from running, because they was all running. Because you know how kids do. When one run, they all try to run with them. You know, so when they were running, I was praying at the same time. And God is my witness. My wife saw it, that God somehow, he stopped all the kids, half of them stopped, and the car stopped in time, and we didn't hit. Now, not only that, and this all happened in a 24-hour period. We was coming from Indiana going to Chicago. And we were on the Dan Ryan Expressway. They call it the Dirty Dan for a reason in Chicago. And because when you get on the Dan Ryan Expressway, all the traffic that's going this way, they won't let you get over to the right or to the left, and they're always passing you both sides. You can't drive fast enough. So anyway, we was riding, and we saw a car that was right in front of us skid to the left, skid to the right, and did a 360 donut over 60 miles an hour right in front of us. Now, God knows that on the Dirty Dan, you got so much traffic, it would have tore up everything. But did you know in that instant, it was no cars back here, it was no cars back here, and the car that spun around in front of us, I was praying that he would be all right, that we would be okay, we wouldn't hit him. That car was put very slightly over to the curb and stopped like you would stop a baby, sitting him in the seat. And it's by the grace of God. Now, I witnessed this. Now, see, the thing is that if you pray and ask God to deliver you ahead of time for whatever you're going through, if you got to go to see a doctor, if you got to go somewhere, say, God, help me, and have faith. God will be there in the present help in the time of need. And sure enough, nobody got hurt. Nobody was in an accident. And I'm here to tell you today that God saw us through. So if God will see you through these things, and all of you have stories that God has seen you through, I'm sure, then that's the same God that will be with you to your dying breath. But all you have to do is just say, God, I want to have peace with you. Why? Because thine is the kingdom. The kingdom is his. We want to be with him forever. So for thine is the kingdom. And he's got the power and the glory forever and ever. Can you say amen to that? Amen. Yes, you can. Amen. Jesus is the way.